Ayun, okay na. Wait lang. Okay na siya. Streaming na. Yan. Oops. Okay, okay. Good.
Good morning. Today is February 13, 2024, and we have scheduled a conference for 10 projects. We have here the BAC members, our section chiefs, Susan Aramis, Sir Nasser Aragas, Sir Fan Mangura, and from the BAC PWG, Sir Kent Ray Aduka, and from the Procurement, Ma'am Cheyan Joy Lastimosa. We have 10 projects under civil works for 2024. And we are going to discuss the basic contractual data, the eligibility requirements, and the technical and financial components of it. For the first project, we contract ID 23MI0053 road concrete in Barangay TAWAN-TAWAN, Cotabato, Phase 1. The physical target is 1.1 lane kilometer, and the ABC is 9,900,000 with a contract duration of 52 calendar days. The surface course for this project is at 311 1B1 Portland Cement Concrete Pavement and reinforced 0.2 meter thick. For the next project, construction of multi-purpose building in Barangay KANIBONG, TULUNAN, we contract ID 24MI0054 and an ABC of 4,950,000 and a contract duration of 130 calendar days. It includes the construction of covered court with stage, mostly built with steel trusses and frames, reinforced concrete stage and pedestals, slab on feet, and electrical works. For the third project with contract ID 24MI0055, construction of KABACAN River Flood Control Project, CARABAO Center Phase 3, USM KABACAN-COTABATO with an ABC of 65,620,000 and a contract duration of 184 calendar days. So for the bank and self-protection works, it includes furnished and driven steel sheet pile, Z-type, rubble concrete, and concrete self-protection. For the fourth project, construction of multi-purpose building, Barangay and Center, Barangay KIBENES, CARMEN, Cotabato, with an ABC of 4,950,000 and a contract duration of 90 calendar days. It is the construction of one-story Barangay and Center, mostly built with concrete and masonry, with PWD toilet and ramp, with handrails, electrical work, sanitary, plumbing works, and fire extinguishers. For the next project, we contract ID 24MI0057, BUKIDNON-COTABATO Road, kilometer 1655 plus 000 to kilometer 1655 plus 610 with an ABC of 29,890,000 and a contract duration of 136 calendar days. The project includes the surface course item 3111E1 Portland Cement Concrete Pavement and reinforced 0.28 meter thick. For the next project with contract ID 24MI0058 MATALAM-LAMPAYAN-ANTIPAS Road, kilometer 1642 plus minus 449 to kilometer 1643 plus 586 with an EDC of 78,190,090 pesos and a contract duration of 206 calendar days. The surface course for this project is item 311, 131, Portland Cement Concrete Pavement, 0.28 meter. For the next project, 24 MI 0059, construction of road in Barangay TAWAN-TAWAN, Cotabato, Phase 2, with an ABC of 7,920,000 and a contract duration of 44 calendar days. The surface course for this project is item 311, 1 million, Portland Cement Concrete Pavement, unreinforced 0.2 meter. For the next project, construction of flood mitigation structure with an upstream of TACUPAN Bridge, TACUPAN CARMEN Cotabato, with contract ID 24MI 0061 and an APC of 96,500,000 with a contract duration of 211 calendar days. For the drainage and slope protection structures, it includes item 5111, E3 gabions, and item 17111, stone masonry class A. For the next project, the contract ID 24ML0061, ay yung isa yun ang 62. Yung isa itong, yung isa sa downstream, yun yung 24MI0062. Itong upstream, 24MI0061. Construction of flood mitigation structure upstream of TACUPAN Bridge, TACUPAN CARMEN Cotabato. With an ABC of 96,500,000 and a contract duration of 211 calendar days. For the back and slope protection works, it includes item 511, 1E3 gabions, and 1712 to concrete slope protection. And for the last project with contractor, we can before MI 0060, BUKIDNON-COTABATO Road, KAYAGA Junction, with an ABC of 22,112,720 pesos and a contract duration of 122 calendar days. So among the major items is item 311, 1E1, Portland Cement Concrete Pavement unreinforced 0.28 meter. So for the eligibility requirements, technical and financial components of the bid, may we hear from the procurement unit, Ma'am Chayan, Lastimos.
So again, good morning to our viewers. So on behalf of our procurement unit head, I will be discussing to you the additional announcements and instructions for our upcoming opening of bids. So bid documents, deadline of submission for this document shall be on February 23, 2024 at exactly 10 a.m. and afterwards, bid opening shall commence. So upon purchase also of your bidding documents, the contractors must submit a letter of intent and request for inspection. And affidavit of site inspection should also be notarized and shall be attached in your bid documents. So aside from that, processing of your CWA electronic eligibility will be done simultaneously along with the opening of the bids. So again, important notice that late submission of bid documents will no longer be accepted and shall be considered in the three-strike policy. So just to give you an overview with the three-strike policy, this will be imposed as per RA 9184 and TWG post-qualification evaluation. So grounds for three-strike policy will be the following. First is non-submission of lead documents after an intent was made or when order of payment was already issued. This is one thing. This will be grounds for your three-strike. Second is your habitual withdrawal of lead documents after submission. We highly discourage this kind of habit. And third is disparity or spurious documents, which are submitted documents which are erroneous, like the quantity, project title, or description on items of work as compared on posted in the IDU. So if there will be, if we discover that your documents is not aligned to what you actually posted into the field jobs, this is already grounds for three-strike policy. So next is envelopes during the bidding, where the envelopes that will be submitted are composed of three sub-envelopes. So this will be composed of one original document, copy one, and copy two. So the original document is composed of two sealed sub-envelopes, which are composed of the technical and the financial documents. So same goes with the copy one and copy two. There will be two sub-envelopes which are labeled the technical and the financial documents. So next is certificate of field trips registration, particularly on civil works, should be a platinum membership and should not be expired unless otherwise it will result to disqualification. So list of eligibility documents shall be composed of DTI certificate, mayor's permit, tax clearance, audited financial statement, and PCAP should be updated. So we highly acknowledge to take note of these documents. And aside from that, in case of mayor's permit, especially during the early procurement activity or the end of the year, receipt of the renewal of the said permit is allowed as proof of renewal, but other mentioned documents is as a ground for disqualification once lacking or expired. So photocopied documents should be certified through copy by the firm, like for example, business or mayor's permit, field jobs, PCAB, tax clearance, audited financial statement, and the like. So for the audited financial statement, BIR stamp, there should be a BIR stamp receipt reflected on your document. While for the PCAB license, contractors under small a and small b will no longer be required as to their experience, as long as with the required range and cost, not exceeding 30 million. So also to note, documents should be properly ear tagged according to checklist attached, according to the checklist given to you during posting. So also, the document should be fastened at the left side portion, ready for the blue binder compilation as per ISO requirement. So standard forms should be followed, like for example, list of all ongoing projects, SLCC, DO9 and DO58 series of 2022. So moreover, DO11 series of 2017 and other standard forms of documents. So this should be followed strictly. So for the list of all ongoing projects, this should have with plan and actual percentage of accomplishment and value of outstanding works. So for this list of all ongoing projects, the following documents should be present, which are the following. First is your NOA or Notice of Award. Second, Contract of Agreement. Third is NTP, Notice to Proceed. And lastly, NFCC should be notarized. While for the single largest completed contract, which is the SLCC, this should be related in nature and at least 50% of the APC should be reflected. So the following should be composed of. The SLCC should have the following, which are the Financial Inspection Report, Certificate of Completion, Certificate of Final Acceptance. For the DO9 and DO58, the following should be present. DO9 is a certification and no need to notarize. For the DO9 and DO58, it should be notarized. And for the DO11, where it is a certification, it is also not in need to be notarized. For the joint venture projects, all ongoing projects of both leader contractors, the required attachments should be included while on SLCC. Attachments of the partner having the required experience should be included also. So same criteria or requirement will be requirements with sole proprietorship should be complied also. So for a joint venture agreement, it should be notarized. Very important that you notarize these documents. Um, Moving over, for the secretary certificate for participating leaders, like the cooperatives, it should also be notarized. For the contractual or structural organization, which are composed of the project manager, the project inspector, the ME, the PE, safety officer, and the construction foreman, it should be noted that for the PM, PE, and ME, it should be of different person as recorded in the CWA awarding. Therefore, there will be no one person for the three stated position. So minimum years of experience as posted in the ITD. These personnel should have gained 5 years of experience in the related field. So more importantly, you have to provide PRC ID and should be updated. Also, we highly advise that you include the team number of this personnel. Certificate of accreditation should also be updated, more importantly. So going for our details of the pledge of equipment for the contract, it is important to note that the minimum requirement for equipment should be followed with attached clear copy of the updated ORCR of the vehicle used. So list of equipment should coincide with the attachments, which will have the proof of ownership or lease. Lease contract should also comply with the required attachments, the ORCR of the vehicle in a clear copy. As much as possible, only required equipment tools in the list of minimum requirements for equipment as posted should be included in complying the said requirements to avoid confusion in the court of the TWG. So moving forward with our financial document, BOQ as posted should be followed, especially the item number, description, and quantity. So notices will be sent through email and courier if there are notices of eligibility. And since we were required by the code to submit the contract documents with a prescribed time, so therefore notices will immediately emailed or sent to the concerned contractors. So moreover, for the NOAA requirements, it should be submitted within 10 calendar days as required. For the big bulletin, it will be issued in some instances where there were corrections on the project descriptions, item number, project duration, and change of schedule for bid opening, while a supplemental bid bulletin will be issued for an inclusion of any item of work as compared with the previous posted. So just to add on for our sand and gravel tax clearance, it should be collected in the final payment as per requirement. So at this point, that ends the discussion for the part of the procurement unit. So I will proceed.
Okay, so for the back members, we have other matters to discuss.
I am on the case for this year. It's very important.
How about the do you have any reminders?
For the BWH concern, I just want to remind all the contractors that in terms of the photocopy documents, we are requesting to attach clear and readable like the ORCR, so that we can go on the post qualification as easy as possible. That's all.
So the schedule of the bidding will be
February 20.
February 23. It will be on Friday.
Friday.
Okay, so I think there is nothing more to discuss. So I think that ends our pre-bid conference for today. Thank you very much.
Okay.